season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down. I check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 12 carries, 66 yards.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight. So the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there. But they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
You look at the Saints defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the Pats.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. The Falcons at 11-3 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, there's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Burrow on play action. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow looking deep here for Chase. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Jamar Chase with...
Here we go. They gotta go, gotta go.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. Able to slither by. Oh, he sheds himself free. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 70 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Here we go.
Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it 2nd and 7.
On 2.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Pass interference. defense.
So obviously they will decline the... Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, Burrow. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42.
Here we go.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 18. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Robinson up the middle. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. First down. Here's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And up to the 3rd. Able to knock him down. 105 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home. And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jamar Chase. For the extra point. busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. He completes it to Olave. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. From midfield, here's Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And incomplete on a deep ball. Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville. And it's the Jaguars who are out in front. A touchdown pass for Trevor Lawrence. From there, it's a short trip in the Sunshine State down to Miami as the Dolphins are at home as well. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Jordan Love has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they've reached halftime, all tied. 17-all is the score. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Carr. This one taken in by Olave. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. That's Olave bringing in another one. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Carr to throw again. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this 3rd quarter, but it's just not clicking right now, and it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
Taking about the 16. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work in the office, doesn't it?
Bennett to the air on 1st and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time. We ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Back to throw, Bennett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, it's Bennett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 3 yards out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And it is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
That's good for us Saints. First and 10 at the 46.
On first and 10, here's Carr. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Jalen Carter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. A 10th carry for Kamara. And hard running is going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Carr. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They hand off to their big tight end. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it third down.
Gain of 6 brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing his Carr on third down. They'll get this out to Kamara. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Carr, got to have this one. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Saints first down by a good 3 yards as they convert on 4th and 5. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Carr. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way. secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, and I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game, because you know the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Again, it's Fournette. And they will only muster a yard here at the 38.
Holding. Offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Robinson on a give right side.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Bennett now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 28. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Fournette, a first down carry. And shouting through the tackle to about the 26 here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2.
Bennett able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Fournette will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Fournette again.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Leonard Fournette
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
and the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Saints 20.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That is caught by Johnson. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
That's good for us Saints.
To throw, it's Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Carr will try it again on second down.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working, and keep it going.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
A shotgun give to Fournette.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Atlanta, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints,
this loss really hurts their playoff chances as they drop to 7-8 with 2 games left.
And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll